guys. Welcome back once again, Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta. My name is Grant, part of the woodwork here at Q Sports Live. We have still Steve Welton, Paul Richens doing battle on the table. It is the Remembrance Day 8-ball tournament. Welcome back. So this is Steve Wilton at the table, racking. He will lead off with the break. Good evening, Brian. And to everybody else joining in. Let me know how my sound is operating on a new soundboard. So I'm not 100% familiar. I just walked in. I get to spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes on the mic. And then I'm off to another meeting tonight. So let me know how the volume is. Happy Remembrance Day if you are in Canada. Veterans Day if you're in the United States. So it looks like a high ball made. A bit of static sound. Interesting. I wish I knew how to get rid of that. Is it staticky for everybody, or is nobody else got their volume on? Could be watching some Calgary Flames hockey, if you are in Calgary. Calgary, Montreal, deadlocked to a piece. And so Steve shooting high ball here. So has a couple of different options here. He can take the 14 ball to try to get a little bit better position, maybe into the 12, then the 13, 9, 11, finishing at the 8. Heavyweight match indeed. Both Steve and Paul, they definitely have been around the Calgary pool scene for a number of years. Sounds like some interference. Larry, are you hearing the same thing? Is there interference on the mic? Maybe Steph will know how to fix it. I wasn't here when they did the setup, and it's a new mic or a new soundboard for us. Oh no! Oh, Barb. Hopefully that's, wow, that's really loud. I don't know if that's good, not good.
That's the level we've had it all day.
Oh, okay.
So it's good.
Hopefully that takes care of the static issue.
All right, what's happening here?
Barbie got a big, ugly ticket, clocked at 143 on the way back from Edmonton.
Oh, 143, come on. I got a $400 ticket. They'll battle that, Barb.
Yeah, sounds like a bad connection. We're having sound issues.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure why that would be. But Steve looking good here. 9-11, ending off at the 8. I do believe pattern I kind of picked out right from the beginning is what he went with. And this should put Steve on the board. So I have not really had an opportunity to kind of pay attention nor log in nor anything all day. I've been wrapped up in meetings. So how's it been, Steph?
It's been good. 33, 34 players. $60 entry, 8-ball on the 7-foot diamonds. B-side is played on the valleys. So a healthy turnout. Like I said earlier,
really good turnout.
pool is alive and very healthy here in Alberta. So if you guys are able to make it out to any of these tournaments coming up in the next few weeks, Saturday and Sunday, these are for the kids. Sorry, guys. So Saturday and Sunday is a big tournament the Memorial Tournament up at Top Shots in Edmonton.
Yeah.
That was, I think they had 45 plus players on the list for that one. The next weekend is the Dave Senior Memorial at Hidden Spot. That's an annual tournament that happens, I think that's like $125 entry for that one. And then the
On the
weekend
weekend?
after, the Dave
Yeah,
Senior
125.
Memorial. And then the weekend after that, we are back here at Leather Pocket for the Fall Classic.
Yeah,
That is
lots of pool.
10 ball on the 9 foots, and then B-side is on the 7 foots. So that should be a nice quick tournament. Not a whole lot of wait time in between matches. Utilizing 16 tables.
Nice looking room up there in Edmonton.
Edmonton Top Shots is a great room. It's the viewing platform is elevated.
Yeah, if you've
See
never
all the
been,
tables.
certainly put that on the list of places to go and see.
Okay, rack number 2, Paul Richens to break.
So I'm gonna see if I can concentrate a little bit more because my brain's tired. I'm gonna try and concentrate a little more on the mapping of the table. See if I can get inside the head of the one and only Mr. Paul Richens. The last ball rolling finds a home. So as far as I see it, a couple of different options. I think 2 balls tied up. You could take that as a combo right now. I generally don't like to lead with a combo, but I think given the table layout, the 9-2 combo would make sense if you do want to kind of get into that low ball. I can't see how much room is behind or between the 9-2, but taking low ball 1 then becomes the issue. If you decide you want to go high ball instead, 9 becomes the issue. So definitely a little bit of work to do on this table.
Looks like Paul's opting to go the high ball route.
I don't mind it because the 11 is in the vicinity of the 9 and certainly makes the breakout a little more plausible. Team finished 32nd out of 5. Holy Hannah. 9 ball, 8. Very well done, Brian and team. Really good showing.
Good
Congratulations. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Looks good on a resume of your billiard accomplishments.
Okay, so I like the 11 here. This will actually open up that 9 ball.
Just got to watch the cue ball here. You don't want to lose the cue ball. Very well done. I think he's in on the 12 ball down at the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the case. He didn't quite want to be shove that 9 right in the line of the 10 ball, but I do believe he is in on that 12 ball. So
should still be okay here.
Yeah, and it gives him the option of the 9 or the 10 depending on his angle going into the 12. Might have come up a little bit short on that draw. So if the 9 passes the 3 ball to the right-hand side, that would be my take. Come up for whatever the ball that is sitting on the rail.
Yeah, I was just going to say that is a high ball sitting on this bottom rail. 14, maybe?
Could be the 14, yeah. Can't quite see it. Do we have another angle?
We do, but
look at that.
I think
it is the 14
ball.
So 9 to the side past the 3.
Should take him down to the 14 nicely right here.
Oh, he put too much on it. Hit it way thick. That's why that cue ball came a little to the left side of where that 14 was.
All right, so an opportunity for Steve.
Yeah, not really a really great opener. He might be in on the 2. If he can get in on the 2, then he's okay. 6 is certainly the trouble ball on the table. And so I know I've played on a team with Steve in years past. And I know Steve doesn't really map from the 8 back, right? Him and I had a conversation about it and the kind of the way he thinks about pool. And he just goes for the shot that makes sense. And on the last ball to the 8, he says you're good enough of a player. And, you know, not saying me personally, but, you know, at that caliber that you're good enough to really shape the 8 from almost anywhere on the table.
It's true.
Yeah. Into the 9. Oh, really nice effort.
And I've said that kind of a lot of times myself, like especially at this higher caliber, you know, when you're, you know, an A plus, you know, boring master level player, all the players can cut that ball in. All the players can, you know, bank a ball.
Yeah, come around
you know,
a couple of rails, whatever's required, right?
I think the next thing that kind of elevates you into that next level is your tournament stamina, all the psychological stuff.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can cut the ball. Anybody can make a straight in shot. Anybody can draw back.
For sure. Can also miss all of those. I've done that on plenty of occasions.
That's why I'm not at that level. But
oh, even at that level, even at the pro level, they, you know,
of course,
they still miss. It's the consistency behind it.
Woo.
They miss less frequently. Wow.
It was juicy.
He definitely put the draw juice on that.
He hit it too good.
He did.
I think he was planning to juice it that much.
And guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. Let's get some viewers rocking and rolling. Have some really, really big announcements that'll be posted tomorrow on the Q Sports Live page. So if you haven't done so already, certainly head over. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook.
We are following along with the chat on YouTube as well, guys. So feel free to chat us up.
Indeed, ask any questions.
It's definitely easier to commentate when you got something to talk about.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Especially now, right? My my energy level is not very sporty today. I've been burning the candle at both ends as of late, working on some deals.
Wheeling and dealing. All right, so Paul's going to get another chance here. This is A side, Larry.
Yeah.
A side is on the diamonds. B side is on the valleys. Johnny, no players meeting today. It was down and dirty. Just got right into the tournament. Uh-oh, uh-oh. A little hop, skip, and a jump from Polly there. Wanted the cue ball to slow down, slow its roll.
I think he's still all right.
Not where he wanted to be.
Certainly not. I can't see if he's got a line on the 10 ball. If he does, he can take the 10, kind of shoot up, play the 9 back into that same side pocket. But if not, I think he's got enough. He should be able to make the 9. Couple rails around, position on the 10.
That should work.
That'll do.
Nicely done.
And from here, he can draw off that 10, kind of punch into the 1 ball and sit for the 8 to the left side pocket.
He might opt to go around the 1 ball too. He's got that angle.
I think it's pretty natural, but we'll see how he plays it. Punch into the 1.
Give a point to Steve there. Tight at onesies.
Ooh, get out of my head. Tie ball game indeed.
Just a quick shout out, guys, to the veterans that we know and love. We were thinking about you on this day, and thank you very much.
Yeah, really, really nice poster. Very well done. I wonder who did those.
I'm not sure. Weird.
Things just happen.
We should be thinking about them every day, but today especially. Lots of poppies in the room today. Nice to see.
Yeah, it's amazing how often, or how, kind of as time marches on, that those things that are important, like this day, often get forgotten over the course of time. But it is important.
It's not lost on many of us, especially
No.
here.
No, my grandfather is part of the war.
Yeah, many of us have had family.
He got the exciting part. He was a fighter pilot.
Oh, my uncle was a pilot too.
Nice.
It's actually my profile picture right now for the day. Jarrett is asking if Sean is here. I believe he is. Haven't seen too much of him. I've been kind of tied up and busy myself, but
He is here, or at least he was like 20 minutes ago, give or take.
the bracket is online on Challenge if you guys want to check it out. Challenge.com. 11/11/2021, I think, is the link.
So Steve Wilton at the table, deciding on the low ball. Well, I don't know if he quite accomplished what he was looking to do there. Kind of an out of the frying pan into the fire scenario. He does have the one down to the bottom left-hand corner. Could cut the 6 ball as well. That even might even be a better shot. 6 ball top left-hand corner, kind of break into that 11 ball. Hopefully clear out the 11 and the 4, and either sit for the 2 or the 5 ball.
I don't know why that link is not coming up where you can click on it, but that is the link. If you can copy and paste it or type it in Challenge, that will bring you to the bracket.
Not terrible, it's workable. I can't quite tell. I think the 5 goes, but there's really not a lot of separation between the 2 and the 4. There is definitely room for the 2 ball. It's a matter of how do you get back for then the 4 ball. Ideally, you'd like to take the 2 now, go back and forth and maintain position on the 5, then the 4, and then the 1. I'll take Steve for an extra large Tim's. Just to sweat it, you gotta bet, Mr.
Pretty
Wolper.
sure you got to be in the room.
No, I'll bet. I'll bet when there's an extra large coffee on the line. Huh? It's still happening. Interesting. That's got to be a setting then within Wirecast. Yeah. Yes, you as well, Larry. We'll both sweat it. So listen, guys, I'm going to jump off here real quick. I'm here for a purpose, and I got to go have a quick convo with Ben. And then I don't know if I'll be back on or not, but listen, I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Miss Stephanie Toy.
All right, here we go. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to flag Grant down because his meal just arrived as he got out of the chair. Of course, Murphy's Law. Good evening, Warren. Thanks for tuning in. This Remembrance Day tournament. 8-ball on the 7-foot diamonds. B-side being played on the valleys. Racing is 6 and 5. Had about 33, 34 participants. $60 a piece. Using the diamonds and the valleys should make the day go by fairly quick. Not a whole lot of wait time in between matches, which is nice. And if you didn't hear, the pool scene is alive and well in Alberta. Great bank by Steve there. Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be a 10-ball tournament up at Top Shots. If you have not been there, it is a fantastic hall. 9-foot Rarakas in that hall. Last I saw, there was 45 plus entries for their tournament starting Saturday. I believe that one is a $2,000 added event. So that'll be great to see, and a tough field as far as I could tell. The weekend after that is the Dave Senior Memorial. That happens every year up at the Hidden Spot. 8-ball on the 7-foot diamonds as well. And then the weekend after that, we have the Fall Classic back here at Leather Pocket. 10-ball on the 9-foot diamonds and on the 7-foot diamonds on the B side. So that'll be a nice quick tournament as well. Should move fairly quickly. But if you're in the Alberta area and you're able to make it to any of these events, we urge you to come on down and support these halls. They've had a rough couple of years. We'd love to see you. Nick, there are not any raffles today. We typically do viewer advantages. We haven't had one put together for a while. We're just kind of getting into the swing of tournaments again. And if you did see the post that Grant put out earlier today, we had some big news. We have partnered up with Predator, which is going to bring some big things. So follow along with the page. Make sure that you guys are in touch when we make those announcements. Should be a great year. Paul Richens working out these low balls here. Paul plays with one of our local teams, the Machine. They have had their fair share of Vegas successes. Lots of Charlies and trophies for that team. Vegas Masters. Very accomplished player. Paul's just looking to pinpoint where he wants to be for this 2-ball. It's kind of a tricky ball to get on. It looks like on the screen there's a little bit more separation than there actually is, so he just wants to be dead nut perfect here. The other option would be just to follow this 1-ball down for the 6. Take the 2-ball into the right-hand side. Too much thinking. Thinking. So Steve is going to get a shot at this table here. Everything has a pocket. Paul's saying he needs to drink more while he's on the stream. The stream does add an element of pressure if you're not used to it. Steve's got a little bit of a tough opener here. He does have the back cut on that 13, but I'm going to lose the cue ball slightly. It is a thin cut. That cue ball is going to fly around. Land him back on that top rail. Got a great field in the room today. Tough bracket. I'm just looking around the room here. We've got Jeff Wanless is still in the tournament. Eric Vargas, Joe Spence, Nick Kruger, Steve and Paul that we're watching here, John Paypompey, Ben Francis, Jeremy Smith, John Ditto, a couple of names that we don't typically see on the tournament roster, so we're glad they made it out. Hit both sides of that side pocket. If you haven't been here to the leather pocket, it's a great haul. We've got 8 7-foot diamonds here, 6 valley bar boxes, and 8 9-foots behind me here, and every table has got some action on it. Great crowd in here today. Whoa. A little steep on the 2-ball. The 2-ball does not pass the 8 to get to the corner here. And even though it looks like there's some separation between the cue ball and the 2, it is quite tight. There might only be maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches between the balls. He's going to try off the 8. Ooh, great shot. Avoided disaster there. A pot to tie it up. Oh no. Slightly overcut on that 8-ball. Undercut. Undercut the 8-ball. No cheating the pocket on these diamonds. I believe Steve is calling the 11 off the 15. Just wants to give it a little bit of a bump. It's kind of in a precarious spot. Oh, 10-ball even. That will work. That was a nice shot. Just got to make these 2 balls here. That 8 ball is literally hanging in the pocket. Nice draw back. Probably unnecessary for this 8 ball hanging, but nonetheless, that's going to take Steve to a 3-1 lead over Paul Richens. Playing very well today. Quick shout out to Jam Up Apparel. These guys have been fantastic partners of ours, and their design team is top notch. So if you can think it up, they can do it. Great teamwear, all sublimated, which means that it's dyed right into the material. Super comfortable, very stretchy, ideal for tournaments. Check them out, jamupapparel.com. Jarrett was asking what the entry was for this tournament. And this tournament here, one day was 60 bucks. See a lot of jam up in the room tonight. It's nice to see. Lots of jam up and lots of poppies. All right, here we go. Rack number 5. Steve to break. A side is a race to 6, B side is a race to 5. And like I said, the B side is being played on the valley tables, so should keep things moving fairly quick. Good break. Makes at least 1 ball. Steve does have openers on each suit, but I believe high ball looks a little bit better. Just because the 1-2 on this bottom rail is a little tricky to get on, and the 6-3 I'm not sure if Steve sees enough of that 12 ball to make it. He may have to opt for plan B here. Take the 15 first. He's looking pretty hard at it. Going for it, a little bit of a stretch. Overcut it. think he just didn't see enough of the ball. You're welcome, Jarrett. My pleasure. I think I'm good. Thanks, buddy. Everything I need is here at LP. Paul is carefully planning this out here. Does not want Steve to get too far ahead. Tough to catch up when a fairly short race. Nice little bump there to open up those balls on the left-hand rail there. 6 ball didn't land in an ideal spot, but I think he should be okay here. Get to that 6 off the 4. Shoot it back down table. Or with the angle, just move the 15. That will also work. Paul's just taking a look at this 1-2 situation. Looks like the 1 ball goes as long as he's kind of by that center diamond. Looks like he made it there. Looks like he can make the 1, but getting back on the 2 to the same pocket might be a little tricky. The 2 ball does not go into the bottom right. Could roll up on it, take the 2 to the side. Just a couple more pots to claw 1 back here for Paul Richens. Ooh, almost overcut it, but that will do. Just a 1 game difference here. And if you guys missed it, we just announced a proud partner of Predator. There's going to be some big news and announcements coming up, so make sure that you're following the CSL page on Facebook. be the first to hear when we make those announcements. Lots of crazy big events coming up. Super stoked about that one. Dry break for Paul. This table has been breaking pretty tough today. Kind of seems to be the theme in the room. Tables are breaking tough. Can't blame Steve here. Looks like he opted for high ball. The ball's on the left-hand rail there, make it a little bit trickier to get on. Wants to hit the window between the 2-6 here. Nice touch. Stick around for this 9 ball. It is fairly straight though. I don't think he wanted to be so straight on it. Looks like John Pompey won his last match. Heading back over to report his score. Joe Spence is currently playing LAN. Eric Vargas and Cass Burns. Nick Kruger and Jeremy Smith over on the far end of the room. That would have been another good match to have on the stream. Steve's in an ideal position here. Just get past the 5. Make sure you got that 8 in the side. That is a good finish. 4-2 for Steve over Paul Richens. Give another shout out to Nick's Q Innovation here. He is our local Q repair guy. Probably one of the best in the business. Treats us so good and probably does 80% of the pool players here. He also works with you if you want to ship him your equipment. He will ship it back to you, and his turnaround time is amazing and great rates. So if you have any questions, just look him up. He's got a Facebook page, Nick's Q Innovation. He's fantastic. Looks like we got John Pompey putting himself in. How did you do?
I got that one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Who'd you
actually made a ball off the break a couple times.
Hey, good for you. That's a win right there.
Yeah, I honestly forget his name. It was pretty good. He ran a couple tables, you know. He just made a mistake at the end.
Mistakes can cost you when you're playing a good player.
Look at that
Steve
cue
made a
ball.
ball.
Ooh.
Everybody hold your breath.
Well, he made a ball, but he doesn't. Not sure how much angle he has for this 10 ball. I'm not sure if he has like an option of taking the 1 either here. He's got the 11 in the side, so.
No, I like the 10 ball.
Well, I'll get the 10 out of the way. It's probably in the worst spot of the table.
Yeah.
Everything else is wide open. But I think in this situation, if he doesn't have an angle on the 10, and 11 is the shot.
I think there's enough angle there. Just enough. Darla, he doesn't even know.
I'm not sure. He seemed kind of European.
Check the bracket.
Yeah. Super nice guy.
Dean? Was it Dean Holton?
I don't know.
European?
He's like a tall, bald guy.
Oh, Gunner.
Is that Gunner? Or Gunter?
It's
that's
Gunner.
Taylor. Okay.
That's Gunner.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's a super nice guy.
Mm-hmm. He actually ran out 2 tables. Didn't think he was going to get out on.
You know what? He's one of those players that have been really kind of putting himself out there over the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
He's been coming to weekend tournaments. He's playing the Ghost League, so he's really putting the effort in. So I'm glad that he's still riding out the A side, well B side now. But
Oh, he's out now.
oh, is that the B
I'm on
side?
the B side.
Oh, I didn't.
Remember,
oh,
I just
right.
played Joe.
You lost to Joe. That's
Yeah.
correct.
I didn't do a whole log wrong. I missed 1 shot and 2 dry breaks, really. And I mean, Joe didn't miss, so.
Joe tends to do that to people. He just makes you pay.
If it isn't him, it's me. It was fun. I don't mind.
Of
I don't mind
course.
losing when somebody plays really well. So
Of course.
we went over there after, and we were just laughing. He just bought that breaker last night.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so I was
Was
telling
it
him.
the Jacoby?
Yeah, yeah.
He likes it, eh?
I hit it a few times last night. We were playing 10 ball. At least that one was close.
Yeah. Did he? Well, so does the Q put the balls in on its own, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he got me last night, 9-7 on the 9-foot for 10 ball. But I dogged the last game. Missed a straight in 8 ball or 9 ball.
Yeah.
Just
You
like,
can't be dogging balls against
No.
Joe Spence.
that would have got hill.
Yeah. Okay, whoa, cue
That's
ball.
probably maybe, don't want to say
Whoa.
anything just yet, but, right from the break, he had a tough angle on the 10, and he managed to slide over, and then he had another tough shot on the 13 in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So he just seems to be getting out of position just a little bit.
Sometimes that's what happens. You struggle with, the first ball or two, just get out of shape, and you're just kind of chasing the whole rest of the rack. It's tough to get back on track sometimes. And then you're a little off angle, and your cue ball's running all over the place. Tough to control the speed. Trying to recover all the time. It happens. Jesse's asking how many players in the tourney. I believe it is 33 or 34 we had. The bracket is online.
Jesse, if you go to CompuSports, they'll give you all the info you want.
Challenge even.
Challenge?
Yeah, it's on Challenge.
CompuSport, that's Vegas.
CompuSport is Vegas.
Yeah, sorry, Jesse. Go to Challenge, buddy.
I think it was 33, 34.
I don't even know.
$60 entry. Eight
But
ball on the 7-foot diamonds. On the B side, we're playing on the valleys, so it's going pretty quick. Not a whole lot of wait time in between matches. It's kind of nice.
he just seems to be getting out of position just a little bit, but he's he's managing to stay
What does that
still.
mean? What is,
You don't want to know.
what does FOJ mean? Fudge?
There's John in there.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to play Tim Lazar here.
Oh, your buddy Tim.
Yeah.
Your housemate. You tell him if he wants a bed to sleep in tonight, he's gotta throw it.
Oh, Jesse's funny guy.
All right,
Yeah, I get
that's
to
going to put
play.
5-2 Steve over Paul. Paul hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities here.
And Steve's been putting in some time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got a table at his house there. He's got the diamond table at his house. So
Steve always, he's like one of those focused guys. Like when he puts his mind to something, he is on
yeah,
it.
that's right.
I don't think Paul's been playing too much over the last.
I don't think he's been playing. He might play league night once in a while.
Yeah,
you
he
know.
He doesn't
And
play like he used to.
that's
Like as
right.
far as like four nights a week, every weekend.
Exactly. You know.
But it's definitely nice to see him out, and he still plays great on these tables.
Oh, he does. You know, he adapted to these tables quite well. Because I mean, he's primarily a valley table,
Eight
player. Came over to the diamonds. He struggled maybe for a little while, and didn't take him long to get on point. I think he won a big tournament, didn't he, a couple years ago?
Paul played a lot of pool, when in the leagues and the pubs.
Yeah.
So he's definitely more accustomed to valley tables.
That's right. So I'm going to take off here. I thought I'd stop in for a moment, but I guess they threw me on the table, so I'll be
Alrighty.
back.
GL.
I'll be back.
Paul's just analyzing what suit to take here. It's a pretty good break, just the 5-15 requires a little bit of a bump. The 14 ball does go off and in off the 6 there. So not a terrible situation. Oh, I don't think that's what Paul had planned. I think Paul is experienced enough to recover from this, though. 6 ball still goes. 5 ball is in no worse spot, really. Definitely goes now. Jesse, this is 8 ball. 7 high balls, 7 low balls, and the 8 ball. Yeah, I like how the 3 takes you to the 6 here. Just get it off the table, out of the way, and then you don't really have to think about it too much. 4 or 5 is right in the center of the table, pretty much goes anywhere. Paul's just giving it the triple check to be sure. This is possibly his A-side life. Oh, almost overcut it. Almost, almost. Around for the 5, almost a little too heavy. I think he's perfect here, though. That is enough to get one back. 5-3. Steve Wilton to break. And on the hill, he knows how dangerous it is to let Paul at the table. Paul is a very accomplished player. So he would love nothing less but just to shut this down. Steve again making a couple of balls. He's got this break nailed down. Everything is fairly wide open. I think overall I do prefer low ball, just because that 9 ball is kind of in a tricky spot. And the 10-14, a little tight on the right. Brent Babcock on our YouTube chat says, to anybody who knew Pete Dorian, he passed away today, best bar box player of his time. Sorry to hear that, Brent. Condolences to his friends and family. SB on YouTube is asking if Steven is playing. He is not. I believe he will be playing the event this weekend in Edmonton, however. I thought I saw his name on the list there. Okay. Like Steve is on a roll here, but he kind of wanted to take out that whatever that ball is on this bottom rail while he was at it. Unless that is not a low ball. I can't see what that ball is. Let's see if we can see from here. Oh, it is a high ball. So never mind that. That's a 15. I can only see the top side of that ball from where I'm sitting. Thought it was a solid. Couple of pots here to take out this match. Just pop off this top rail for the 8-ball on the side. That is going to seal the deal. Steve Wilton, 6-3 win over Paul Richens. That is a great match. Played super good. Just flash this up one more time. Thank you to all the veterans in our life. All your sacrifices and your hard battles. We are remembering you extra hard today. So guys, on that note, we're just gonna shut this down for a quick 5-10 minutes until we have another match coming up. The stream should be going pretty consistently for the rest of the night till the end of the tournament. We thank you for tuning in, and don't go far. We'll be back with the next match.